Hello, I'm Wendy Powell and welcome to my YouTube channel. I talk about narcissism topics, and if you have anything that you would like me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section. I have done a couple by request, but mainly the reason that I do so few is I don't often know what people want me to talk about. So today I'm going to talk about forgiveness. I know this is very controversial, because many of us, if not all of us, have had the word or the idea of forgiveness used against us. This is how it works. The narcissist does something to you or says something to you that is hurtful. And when you want to discuss it or you want to find some resolution, they blame you for causing the drama in the relationship by not getting over it. It's not that they've hurt you, it's that you can't get over it. You need to forgive them and then everything would be fine, because it doesn't matter how much they hurt you, it only matters how much you respond to it. Well, we all know that that is unacceptable. It's just ridiculous. And I have to say hello to Lily, who I have shut out in the hall, but she's still meowing loud enough that I'm sure it's being recorded on this video. There is a video of Lily if anyone wants a visual of what she looks like. She just finds it very upsetting when I'm sitting here talking to myself. So, hello Lily, I'm going to try and continue. So that is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is not being able to personally get past what's happened. In no way am I suggesting that you forgive this person or deal with what's happened and then head back into the relationship. I always advocate for no contact if it is possible. It's not always possible, but if it is possible, the smallest amount of contact you can do is the best, always. So I'm not saying forgive them and go back. I will say exactly the opposite. The very best indicator of future behavior is past behavior. And if they've done stuff to hurt you in the past, they're very likely to keep doing it in the future, regardless of what promises they make, regardless of how much they've changed or how much work they've done or anything else that they've said. So that's not what we're talking about. What I'm talking about is right now. If you think about the terrible things that happened to you, maybe things that you wish you had done differently, things that may have been done to you or said about you, and you get upset and angry, or you get sad, or you feel the same pain you felt when it happened, that is what we're trying to get past. We are trying to get to a place where when you remember the stuff, you are no longer thinking, oh, I wish I had said something right at the time, or I dislike that person, I wish I had never had anything to do with them. That means that you haven't accepted what happened rather. So when I'm talking about forgiveness, I'm talking about getting to a place where the things in the past that have bothered you are not still bringing you pain. They're not still catching you in that thought process where you're trying to reimagine what your life would be like if they hadn't happened. They happened. Full stop. They happened. Now, in addition to protecting yourself, which I've said is no contact or as little as you can, and I have better blogs on how to do that than I'm going to go into in detail here, you need to accept that everything that happened, for better or for worse, happened. It doesn't make it acceptable. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't mean that you will let it happen again. It just did happen. And when you start thinking to yourself, if I had just whatever, realize you can't go back and change things. So you have to recognize that it happened and it is in the past. In addition to that, you need to find something that you can say to yourself, like they were doing the best they could, which doesn't make what they did okay. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just trying to get something that you can say to yourself to let it go so that they don't continue to have power over you. Because if every time you think of what happened in the past, you get emotional, they are still inflicting negativity into your life now, even though now you are not having to deal with them, you're not living with them, I hope. All of those things. So when I say forgiveness, what I want you to do is to remember it did happen, there's nothing you can do about it, and try and find something good that came out of that relationship. Maybe you found strength that you didn't know you had. Maybe it helped you see your good friends from your not so good friends. Maybe you grew up. Something. But when you remember the bad thing, think of something positive that happened instead. And that's what I mean by forgiveness. I hope that helped. I can answer questions if you leave them in the bottom. And have a good day.